Alrighty. Looks like I is the live and stuff. And all is well. Let's see. Add a couple of more tags to the thing. That's not really too important. I mean, it is and isn't. Alright, I just want to grab the link. Post it for you guys. There we go. Alright, that should be everything. All should be well. This probably isn't going to be a super long stream. Just going to be for like, you know, an hour or two, probably. Mainly I'm just going to be working on the... Oh, I was going to... Just thought about closing Steam, but that would be a bad idea. I can, however, let's go into my Steam and set myself as being offline, though. That'll work. There we go. So yeah, by doing that, then we won't get the pop-ups, which is probably for the best. All right. So yeah, I've had about a day so far. I mean, it's actually been like a day and a half. GameJam Pog, yeah. It's been okay. I've made some progress. The actual game itself is still very early on. I haven't yet reached the point of minimal viable product. That will probably be happening sometime within the next couple of days. I do currently have the enemy following me. He tries to create a projectile, but it just sits in one place, so I do gotta fix that and stuff. But yeah, right now he's just creating more copies of those. I've got like gravity, and it's gonna be like a sort of spacey theme, so gravity is quite low. Yeah, so it's all going okay with that. There are definitely some errors and stuff that I am gonna be fixing, but I'm not really gonna be working on this side of it. I'm gonna be probably working more in Blender for most of this, so I'm gonna show what I've already been working on. Hey Bree. So we got like a little start of a ray gun. We got another one here, which is like some sort of combination of these. See, it's pretty heavily inspired by the zapper, but not completely. Not completely. This was going to be a third gun, but I didn't actually do it. We got some like retro shades going on. Call them goggles, but yeah. I got a couple of different like platformy things. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use those at this point. Just doing basic ideas with some ships. I've decided that I don't really want to go with this one. I want to go with something more that style. That's still also very early. I've got like an inside. It's just a larger dome for like the inside of the ship, because I'm thinking I'm going to have a section where there's an inside of the ship. We've got the start of our player character going on here. They are going to be female, which makes everything a little bit more awkward for me. We've got the start of a robot going on here. I'm going for a very retro-futuristic... that's why. Hide this. Going for a very retro-futuristic thing, so... How long do I have to submit this? I have... 8 days, 5 hours, 27 minutes, and 57 seconds. Yeah, so the theme is destruction. And not a lot of people in this jam. Not a lot of people in this jam, but it was at the right time and everything for me to take what I had already started on, which was most of this, honestly. Because I had made this for a different jam, which was... Let's see. Not that one. It was the Beginner Circles jam. This one. I didn't like this one. This one was... You know, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. There's a lot of people in it. I thought this was going to be fun, and then I went through and I looked at the rules more carefully, and it's just kind of a bit silly. In particular, this rule. This game will solely be judged by myself. This will prevent any double voting or unfair downvotes. Jams with votes usually end with unfair results, so don't fret. Uneven or unfair votes won't be part of this community. Like, solely by myself, it kind of takes the whole reason to be having a community around a jam, right? It takes that completely away, because like the whole point is you then share your game around with people, and you got to try and, like, you know, share your game. So there's an actual, like, the not like monetization, but like the aspect of actually having to put yourself out there and share your game, right? Which you have to do if you want to ever make a real game. So, well, real game's a weird way to phrase it, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I've been using some different references from things. I don't know what game this one's in from. Broadside Game Dev. So like, I've seen some of their images popping up when I'm looking for the retro futurism thing. I gotta look into what this game is because I'm curious. But yeah, we're still very early on. We're still very early on in like everything. I'm just trying to get it to a point of minimal viable product, which just means I want it to be the absolute minimum I can have and test it and see if it's going to be any fun whatsoever, essentially. Do I have any ideas for the story yet? Yes, I do, actually. I'm not gonna completely say what it's gonna be about. I've been actually probably sharing too much information and either getting people hyped up for it or sharing too much information so they're not actually gonna enjoy it because you won't be able to, you know, it'll be like I just told you what was gonna happen, so. But basically the idea is retro-futuristic, so like 1960s, 1970s, even 1980s sort of ideas of what the future would be like. You know, robots, the weird V-shape clothing or whatever, the like aliens, spacecrafts and stuff, ray guns, you know, that sort of retro-futuristic thing. And I'm gonna try and combine this all together for the theme, which is destruction. So the way that I'm gonna work this all together is like world's gonna be destroyed. You gotta find all of the alien specimens and get a DNA sample to save their species, right? Before the world blows up. Robots don't want that. There you go. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about story-wise. So, you just woke up in the middle of a night. You just woke up in the middle of the night after a nightmare. It's the middle of the night for you? To come up with a script, you could DM it to me and you can look at it. Oh, right, your brother. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to actually use outside voice acting at this point. It seems like the only voice actors I'm going to need are a like robot voice, which I can probably do myself, and then there's going to be the main the main guide, I want to say. So I'll probably be able to use my voice for that one as well. Oh, Miston, I'm sorry. For some reason I thought that you were Nuke's Lion. I just read your name too fast or something. And also you do have a lion as your profile picture. Or something. Now I have to... Hey Soren, how you doing? How is everybody? Is everybody doing good? I sure hope so. Yeah, I'm just gonna, guess, be mainly like refining some of this stuff and well, I don't know if I'll be refining so much as probably creating more. Like, I want to create more thing. Yeah, there's a person called Nukes Lion who actually might pop up for this stream just because it's a it seems like it'd be up his alley. It'd be something he'd be interested in seeing. Yeah, we're all very, very basic, like, nothing's colored yet or anything like that, really, so it's all very basic at this point. But here, let's give it a color real quick just to see, like a blue. And then what do you think? Like a silver? Could do like a copperish sort of color, then make it very metallic. Oh dear. It's playing with the stream. Modeling, program, or both? Mainly probably going to be modeling, just because I am not really confident in my programming. I mean, I could probably work on trying to fix the current issue with the projectile. I could work on that. That is a possibility. Projectile. That is potentially something I could do. V-shaped person looks like Osmo. I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna have to Google that. Who is this? Oh. Interesting. I do get what you're saying, but it's kind of just a trope of the retro-futuristic theme. Let's see if I can find some images of these. Okay, so like here's an example of like, oh well, no, that's just something that's put over the top. Hold on. They definitely, like, this was definitely sort of like a trope of the futuristic, like, thing. Thing is, people call it a lot of different things, so it's hard to actually find specific stuff. If I look at 1960s... Yeah, no. Never mind. I'm not gonna I'll just wind up looking for the image forever. But yeah, basically it's just kind of a trope thing. So I could work more on the robot, actually. I do want to add sort of like gun hands like this. I'm thinking like ray gun hands. Might do that. These all seem to have some sort of like a screen on the chest area. So that might be something to add as well. So this is actually mirrored capsule. I'm gonna have the different parts of this like shoot off sort of thing. Let's see. I was parented the wrong way. I want to parent these two together so that I can... There we go. Because I don't want them joined yet, but you can see how those also need to be parented. Alright, but yeah, so like the head will pop off. Don't know how I'm gonna handle that part of it. Because this is one tube going all the way through to save on polygons. I really do want to save on polys anywhere I can just to, you know, make it run as smoothly as I can. Let's just bring that back. Yeah, I think I'll go for... I'm not sure about the mouth still. I might still adjust that quite a bit, but I might put some sort of something. Let's go probably what, like, yeah, 0.1 looks about right. Oh yeah, it's not curving around the body currently, but I can fix that later. Or I could fix it now. Just do like a loop cut and then just like these two and just drag those back. This one, it's an inset piece. Kind of like that style better than these that are on the outside. To really curve those and... Which, I mean, I could do it like that. Hold on. Let's try it a different way. Let's try it this way with selecting these and then pulling that out. Yeah, you know what? That looks a lot better. I didn't even realize it looked like Dead Mouse. Yeah, I can see the similarity. I was more going for this style up here on the head. I do still think I want the mouth to actually be smaller. What do I have to do? Probably have to merge these back on, get these pulled back out. Not sure how well that's going to work out for me, but I mean, I could give it a try. Yeah, that's going to be fun. As long as it's close. I will have to delete those faces on the inside that are there, but I'll get back to those in a moment. Alright. So now there's these faces here that all need to go. There we go. We'll assign that color to those. And assign that color to that. I am happier with that. I think that looks good. Hey little alien cat, how you doing? Oh, sorry, Bree. So I've been playing. There's been Naughty Dog games. Figured some Easter eggs. Well, I found legitimately the best Easter egg ever. Jack and Dexter precursor orb. Interesting. Nice. So since this is mirrored, when I add on and apply this material to it, it'll just do that for both sides. I don't have to select all of them. So there's that. So right now this guy in total, his entire guy is only 2,600 or 2,068, sorry. 2,068 tries, which is pretty good. If I go to like say what's an interesting little game, let's see. What's a 3D game now? What's a game that's at now? It's 3D. I don't know. You know what? How about Dark Souls? Let's get a Dark Souls 1 tries for main character. Is there a try count on the Dark Souls character? Is there a try count on any humanoid Dark Souls character? Let's see. How easy is it to find? Oh, polycount will probably actually be easier to find. I just like kind of want to give context to the size of avatars and things. Or Polycount is apparently a website. That's not good for me though, because now it's making it harder to find what I'm looking for. Oh well. Oh, alien cat, but it's dog. Oh no. That's not right. Oh yeah. So originally, the reason why these are here, there are two little orbs that were right where the arms were. Those were there because I was actually going to cut away from the main body for the arms to stick in. But instead I opted for changing that so that that wasn't the case. Okay, I'm gonna scale this in the X direction. Why is that not scaling properly? Huh, weird. Everything should be right for face orientation. Yep. That looks a little better. Cool. Alright, so I do want to select these points in here. I think what I'll do is I'll actually select both of these. I did want to mirror these, but I'm having trouble with mirroring it because of stuff. You know what? Let me try something. Mesh, separate section. Now that section. Want to set origin 3D cursor. And now add the mirror modifier. Yeah, so it's been doing this to me, and it hasn't been wanting to mirror it properly. It wants to mirror it like that, which is not what I want. Haven't been here in a while? No worries. No worries. Oh dear. Sakura's sending adorable stuff in my Discord. Oh. Nice, Bree. It's pretty cute. What's happening to the song? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you. I do. I'm pretty sure I do. If I'm thinking of the right person, yeah. That is the question, isn't it? Okay, so I still want to figure out why this isn't mirroring properly. I might get to the point where I just want to just make a new one. So I think I will, actually. I think I will. So I'm just going to make a new one of those arms because it's being annoying and I don't want to deal with it. I know that sounds like a silly reason, but whatever. It wasn't difficult. It's a very simple shape. So I'm just using an icosphere. When you say it's smooth, it looks pretty round. I could subdivide it once. Could go for just one. That does increase the complexity quite a bit though. So, but I think that's round enough. The eyes are also icospheres. Yeah, so let's see. Where did I just move that up inside the body? There you are. Actually, I want to put that back and adjust it like this. There we go. Now it's mirroring properly. So let me just hide that real quick. I'll drag this up. I'm going to T-pose this guy instead. Can't type straight. So I'll go get some food. Fair enough. There's a good reason. I do want these to be a little bit bigger that way, but a little bit smaller so that they fit right. I'll lower them down as well. Nice. Oh, I just thought of something. So, I don't know if you remember, but I was just showing off how inside the head, when the head is gone, you can see this bar going through. I can just not paint that, leave that like transparent, and then that won't be a problem. That won't be a problem anymore. So that is probably how I'm going to hide that. Probably going to come back to watching your streams. Oh, lovely. You're entirely welcome to, or if you just, you know, if you just don't want to, you don't have to. You're welcome to do whatever you want. Alright, so there we go, that's like that again. And then I think I'll just select all of that, duplicate it, and then move that over. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to shrink this down. Like that. And then I'm going to shrink this down. Like that. We'll bring that in. There we go. That looks a little long arm, so there. I think that's a little better. Marvelous. You're bored from other videos. It happens. I think I'll do it this way around. That's not the same blue. That's the same blue. There we go. Kind of looks like this blue, which I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to leave it as. I'm thinking I might make it more chrome. Do more chrome. This is not quite chrome, but it's closer. My skills with the blender, like node and texturing side of things is not the best. I use other programs to do my texturing, so I have to UV unwrap, put it into, like, say, Substance Painter or whatever, which I am probably going to use for some things, but not everything. Oh, hey, Midnight, how you doing? Ugh. I'm making a little robot guy. You know what would be funny? If when I'm done with all of this, and I, like, make the game and everything, if I just take the little robot or something and just put it into VR chat for the fun of it. That might be kind of funny. I might do that. Alright, so let's get a ray gun arm for this guy. I think I'll do a cone for the very end of it, but I don't want the cone to start. I think I'm gonna go for a UV sphere. Don't quite need that resolution on it though. Probably around there because it's gonna be quite small. That looks about right. I could probably reduce a little bit more. There we go. So we're up to 3,000 polys for this guy now, or 3,000 tries. But I haven't yet gone through and optimized because I know there's some geometry I can get rid of, especially for, like, say, the eyes. It's like the inside of the eyes, those don't need to be there. All these tries in here don't need to be there, so I'll remove those later, but yeah. So I'm gonna rotate this sideways. That is a pretty good word, decimate. So now you can actually see the two different types of spheres being used here. Blender has two by default, the UV sphere and the icosphere. This one's the ico, this one's the UV. I can color it red so that it's the same. Oh, this is separate. Okay. That's fine. Didn't realize I was making it separate, but I did. I can actually make this a little bit more optimized, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty round though. I'm just sort of figuring out what I want to do with this. I don't yet have a real good plan, but that's not too bad. My biggest fear is I'm going to look back at the other one that's down in the bottom corner, and it's going to look identical, and I'm going to go, dang it, you know? That's not something I want to do. I do quite like the one in the bottom corner, but yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get another reference to throw in this. I want another reference here. Ray gun and robot. See what I get. Because I don't want the robot to be using a ray gun. I just want it to be the hand. So the whole hand is just going to be the ray gun. Because that'll make it simple. And that's kind of the thing. I am trying to make this guy simple so that he's easy to implement. So I didn't even give him legs. He's just going to hover around on like a jetpack sort of thing, or boost sort of thing. And it'll totally fit in with the theme, so no sense worrying about it. That's a lot of robots that are holding guns, and not that their hand is a gun. Howdy. Welcome. Saw your posts on the Nunchi Discord. GameJam going well so far? Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. I didn't post in Nanchi though, so did someone else post my link in Nanchi, or was that just the... Or are you talking about how I was talking about the GameJam thing like yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. I'm looking for more reference material for like a robot with a ray gun hand. I don't want him to be holding a ray gun. I want his hand to literally be a ray gun. And I'm worried because I've got only one reference that my design's gonna wind up being just what that one reference is. So I'm trying not even to look at that reference at the moment. That's not bad. That's not a bad reference there. To think about. Yeah, layer. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Ooh. Shrink that, drag it out. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna get rid of these. They are not necessary. Actually, neither are these. Could probably just stop it right there. Create a face in like that. And then drag that onto the arm a little bit more. Yeah, it's inside. Okay, good. Hey Twizzy, how you doing? Alright, so yeah, let's look down. Okay, yes, we're very different than this. Okay, good. I was so worried I was gonna look down and be the same. Oh dear. I don't like feeling like I'm copying people. You know? That's not a good feeling. Cool. Don't really know. You're bored out of your mind? Why so, Twizzy? Why so? I actually quite like that. I quite like that, actually. I will have to add another face to it just so that it doesn't have, you know, the red from the, being the wrong face. Because you're alone? Aww. Alright, Twizzy. That's what it looks like, shaded smooth. We'll need to do some stuff before doing that. Everybody's AFK on you? It's always fun, isn't it? It happens. Dissolve those. No. Oh, right. Dissolve the edge, not. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just make sure that is like that. And I can probably just triangulate this. There we go. Alright, and then here are these two faces again. Even though I just made them. Let's see. So ding 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 face. Ding 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 face. Ding 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 ding. There we go. I don't know if that's got the same aesthetic I was kind of liking of those fins before, you know? Let's see, let's see. None of these really have any fins on them. Let's see. Do you think I want to shrink the size of this part here a little bit. That looks pretty good. I can always round these arms later if I really feel like it. I could just go in here and grab like that edge and then do a bevel. And it's not gonna add like a ton of polys to it, so like I probably will do that, but at the moment I'm just leaving them pretty basic while I figure things out. Can try grabbing the edges of these and see what I can do with that. Stretch them. Yeah, that would kind of make sense for like an aiming guide almost, but they're robots, so they're not going to be using an aiming guide. Their precision is already going to be perfect or whatever, in theory. What can I do? I think I am going to scrap that part though. So delete those vertices. That does mean I gotta get rid of these. There we go. Alright, we're back to this. Alright, let's add on some of those same cylindrical things that I had on the first ray gun. Oh dear, is that the size of the ray gun? Oh dear. Alright, the ray gun is kind of gigantic. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to shrink the ray gun, but... Alright, it's probably best that it's actually made larger than it's planned to be. It's probably for the best. Alright. Ooh, actually, I am all for that. I am all for that shape. Think about what I was doing there for a moment. Yes, okay, this is what I want. I'm into that. I'm into that. That's... Hello? Music? Okay. It asked if I was still listening. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's gonna be the ray gun for the robots. Coolness. Alright, let's add some basic coloring onto this. What do we want it to be? Probably that, like, chromish thing I had. And then, like, oh, maybe something like that. Add on, select, let's get that bronze, not bronze, coppery. Oh. Assign it. And assign it. There we go. It's a start. Looks slightly weird, but I think it's a good start. I can always go back and make everything a little smoother later. I could real quick though, actually, now that I think about it. I could add a bevel to this. That might help this look a little bit less weird. Yeah, you know what? That does look a little less weird. Ooh, but is it far enough out now? Not really. Yeah, alright. Cool. And then of course that will be mirrored across. We can do here. I don't know how many of these guys will be on screen at once. I don't think more than like 2 or 3 would be my guess, but I don't want them to be super crazy or anything. Alright. I do, however, still want there to be... I'm going to do 2 loop cuts. It's going to add some complexity. I want it there-ish. Alright, and then... let's see. I want to see if I can do something here. You triangulated those not how I wanted. What is that hotkey for that, I wonder? Should probably learn that. Let's make sure that those are all good. And these can be loop cut away. Or not loop cut, but I can just merge those out of here. Actually, same for that. Oh, that was entirely unnecessary. Okay, cool. Alright, but anyway, so I got this now, and I think I do want it a bit higher. And these faces, I'm gonna extrude those as well. I'm gonna extrude them and shrink them. Extrude them and push them back to create like a cavity. Now, how substantial do we want that? Do we want it crazy? We want some depth to it, but I think we might be able to get away with that being a normal map though, so I might not actually extrude that down in. I might just do that as a normal map and then have the like lights, so just leave it like that then. Actually, yeah, all of these should be sharp. I'll help a little bit. I do eventually have to give this guy an armature and actually like mark out where the bones are. Thinking I might even create a little animation where the little rings on top float up and down. These rings are actually pretty low poly when you look at them closely. I think I might be trying a little bit too hard to keep stuff optimized. But I'm not really sure, because I feel like it also kind of fits the aesthetic a little bit to keep it really optimized, you know? I think I might not even need this. Do I? No, not really. I don't feel like that is enough. Like, doesn't give enough shape for me to feel like I need it. Just get rid of that. Because part of it's underneath the arm anyways. You're not gonna... The only angle you'll actually notice it is from, like, looking side on. And I'll make it a little less noticeable by just moving this one down. Yeah. Might make him a little more ovally. Don't really want this to be an oval though. Actually, I don't want this or the top to be an oval. So don't select those. And don't select any of these in here. I do think I'm gonna actually have like... Oh, no, don't select that. I'm gonna have like 2 different styles of robots on the planet. I think that's something I'm gonna try for. Okay, so now he's a little bit oval shaped. I kind of dig that. I think that added something. I think that made it better in a way. Might add like some seams and stuff. Yeah, actually, that's kind of like that, isn't that? Huh. Looks like I'm leaning into this reference a little too heavily. I almost feel like I should get rid of it. Pull more from these, maybe. Just start trying things. Thing is, I can, when I'm in the Substance Painter, I can add quite a lot of detail to this. I'm gonna probably, you know, like rough him up, give him some marks and dents, and of course some like dirt, but I'm not going for like a rundown sort of aesthetic. I want them to still look like they're new sort of thing. But I want it to be like, you know, not pristine. So that'll be something I'm gonna try and make sure I get right for it. I think this guy is where I want him for the moment. I'm gonna real quick change the color on this to the black again, but other than that, I think I'm gonna move on to something else. And we'll leave this guy the way he is for now. There we go. Cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to something else. Whoop. This down here should probably be the other color. Okay. Yes. Okay. Robot is where I want him to be for now. Drag those in there. Here's the human I was working on. I'm not sure where I want to go with that. I think I might want to work on the inside of the ship for a bit. It isn't where you're going to be spending the majority of your time, but I still want it to be sort of somewhere where you can, like, return back to, sort of thing. Like, the theme is destruction. It's not high stress, so I do want to have, like, a safe place to go to. So that's going to be the ship. And I'm even considering some sort of, like, some sort of, like, drop pod is my thought process. So, like, I'm thinking the ship will be in outer space still, and there will be just, like, in total, like, 1960s sort of sci-fi, idea of how stuff works. Like, have, like, just a tube that goes from the spaceship all the way down to the planet, and you just, like, get into a little pod and it shoots you down to the planet. And then when you want to go back up to the ship, like, the tube will just, like, you know, just a vacuum will, like, pull your little pod back up. I don't know, I think that'd be really funny. Like, have the ship just, like, tethered to the planet with a tube. Do, like, a space elevator thing. Let's see. I did see a reference on that. I think that might be what this is. That's what I'll call this, the pod, drop pod. That'll be what that's going to be. So I probably want the drop pod to be just a little bit bigger than the person. Go with this sphere. Probably something like that. Yeah. Be able to see through it. Grab those. Drag it up. There we go. Alright, and then turn off my person. So something about this size. But like a drop pod. Let's see what I got. I know I saw a reference image that I could use for this that looked really nice. Drop pod might not be what I want. Oh wait. That's not bad. That's not a bad image. I think that's actually going to be something that might work for this. So like we got like this sort of thing. Like look at that. That might be something that would sort of fit into what I want. It looks much more like a cylinder as the base shape than in like a capsule shape. I might go to something more like a cylinder. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This isn't something I'm gonna make. At least I don't think I'm gonna make this, but oh, I just found something that I gotta share. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love it. I don't know. I guess it's a personal car for a single person. Alright. I feel like that's such a terrible idea though. Like, I don't understand why you'd want that, but it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Alright. Let's see, I'm trying to look for like a pod, like a vacuum pod sort of thing. Yeah, so found yet another kind of silly image in a way, like, oh, is this not the right file type? Oh, it's a GIF. Why is it a GIF? Huh, weird. But yeah, just like the retro futurism. It's honestly a really kind of fun theme to work with, I feel like. It's not the easiest to search for. Like 1960s spaceship gets me some stuff. Space pod, maybe? Space elevator? Alright, well, looks like we only have one reference for the time being. I do know that there was another reference that I had seen that I really liked the look of, but for now I guess this will be what we're going to sort of at least start with as our reference, so. It does seem more cylindrical, so let's, I guess, chop off the bottom and top. And we already got a cylinder. Human. Alright. Okay, let's leave the human on for a bit. Do we want the top or bottom to be bigger? I think the top we want to be bigger. Like that, and then the bottom. I do kind of like just the idea behind it is cute. It's interesting. It's fun still, you know? It's a fun idea. Let's see though. I think probably want to put that maybe. Hey Ethan, welcome to the stream. I Actually, I don't want that to be like that. I'm not digging this music anymore. Oh, get that out of here. Here's the music. I'll just go back one in all honesty. Yeah, that works for me, just going back. Welcome back. Just got home from the skate park as well. Nice. I'm making a thing. Alright, so I believe so this one isn't a like a vacuum pod sort of thing like what I was saying. This is more like a dropped out of something, space or otherwise, and then it's falling to, you know, whatever planet this is, probably Earth, and it's got like a parachute. So this isn't exactly what I want, because this does not return back up. Mine, I want to actually like have a way for it to like return. I think that needs to be a bit bigger. I do want to have like a door on it that opens. I think we'll probably just make that several faces. I might want to mirror this, I'm not sure yet. But just go like that. So welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. When we left off, we were right here. But yeah, like this will probably be what the door will be, so I guess I could just like mesh and separate section, and then that will be the door, and it will sort of let's see, rotate. It'll like open like that, and then the person will be inside. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. What? I am so confused. What are you talking about? Did you? RPG. Well then. Alright then. I don't know what to say. But welcome. How you doing? Is my thing wrong? I sure hope it's not. Okay, good. It does say I'm working on a GameJam on Twitch. I wasn't sure if it did, because it looks like it didn't. Sorry, dude, I'm a friend. Okay. Alrighty, I believe you. Alright, so I'm thinking actually I don't need that. I think I want the top to be more dome shape. Yeah, I think I want this part to be dome. It looks like an ice cream cone or something. I don't know. Let's see. This part here might need to shrink down a little bit more. Alright, we've removed that section, so probably actually want it to be more like that. Okay. Gotcha! Okay. Cool, how are you doing? Alrighty, I wasn't really sure what you meant by a friend. I immediately assumed VR chat, since that's like where a lot of my friends come from nowadays. Yeah, it's been forever since I worked at the theater. When was that? My goodness. It's like a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? No, it was last year. Last year? Started? Yeah, something like that, I think. And it feels like it was years ago. Like, so much has happened with, like, just like even just the state of the world. So yeah, now I do this full time. Yeah, I know what you mean. Good to see him watch it. Yeah, I'm doing cool stuff now, so it's all good. I think I will actually add some sort of glass panel to this part. I think I definitely want to do that, so let's add a couple of loop cuts. Merge these two at the center. That didn't mess with anything. Oh, nope, it did mess with something to do that. Drag those up individually. Drag those up first, and then do the rest. Minus those two. Last year was like a previous era, huh? Yeah, seriously. Doesn't it feel like it to you guys? That's often how it feels for me with just the way everything is right now. Feels like a distant time, another land. I don't like how far that's pulling that in. I can't really stop that. Oh, I know why it did that. Okay. So when that pops out, that is not straight. That's why. Yes. I see now. Okay. So if I scale these vertically. Your voice sounds very nice on stream. Oh, no, I'm modeling to make a game, actually, for a GameJam that's going on right now. So this is me in the process of trying to make a game. I don't know why everybody says my voice sounds very nice on stream. I just don't know how to feel about it, you know? Like, how am I supposed to react to that? I just don't know. You know what? Let's try to keep that out. because of the shape, it's not wanting to work with me here. Alright, let's try to color this door. See how the door looks if I color it. I keep creating new materials and I'm not meaning to do that. Kind of want like a red for that. Oh yeah, no, it's very segmented, but if I were to smooth shade, you'd see that it actually doesn't look segmented. Ready? Smooth. Suddenly, you don't see the segments anymore. Like, you see them here because this part isn't shaded smooth. Once you do that, see? Smooth. Yeah, I occasionally work on games and stuff and completely, like, confuse the people that watch me. Alright, so... But yeah, so... that, I guess, would be the screen? I could adjust that more and get that to look more like I want. Maybe, like, bring it down, make it more rounded at the top and bottom or something. This sounds manly, sounds real. It may sound dumb, weird to you, but it sounds nice to us. It is more feminine, I hate it. I mean, people say I have a pretty feminine voice too. It is what it is, right? Who cares? We're all just people. We're all just people living our lives, doing our thing. Selecting all the things, and now let's try dragging that down. How big of a window do we want? Inverted window? Ooh. Actually, I quite like that. Is that about head height for that? That's not head height. I'm gonna be disappointed. I could just zoom in. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfectly head height. Alright, beautiful. I like that. It's kind of silly, but... Pikmin, let's see. See what the ship looks like. I'll see what you mean. It's like all Mars rocket. Okay, I see what you're saying. But I'm not going to be adding on like landing gear or anything like that to this. This is purely going to be controlled by the space elevator type thing, so it's going to be... It's a lot like those little like vacuum tube things. I can't remember what you call them. Vacuum tube transport. This is perfect. This is like yes, it's like this. This is what it's like. I don't know what it is. Something about this, like, just the pill-shaped, like, thing. I just can't. I can't picture myself getting into a little, like, pill-shaped pod and rocketing down this tube. Like, just... Well, also, why is he shirtless? Why is he shirtless is also a question. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know, and it's gone. You know what you're doing, stop. Oh, the original art here, yes. So I'm not copying the original art, like, straight over, Miston. I'm trying to get, like... I'm trying to use the art as, like, a reference point to, like, get ideas on how I want to design mine. It's not a one-to-one conversion, though. I'm going to be doing stuff differently than what the reference material is. Oh, well, that replaced that. Whoops. Alright, I guess we didn't need that anyways. Alright, but I'm pretty happy with the dropship sort of thing. Let's see. I do have to decide on colors. That was, again, a new material that I didn't need. I guess we'll go for the red. I do want to create a separation between the door and the rest of it, so I might extrude out a little bit. I might be able to do that with normal maps, though, so I might not need to commit the, whatchamacallit to it. Also, this is very, very likely going to be held within a, whatchamacallit. It's going to be held within a tube, right? So I might not even need to have a bottom and a top. Well, actually, I'll keep the top because that part's going to be seen, because the tube is probably going to be clear. You know what? I should probably just make a sort of a tube for reference here. Delete that face there. Delete that face there. Okay, so is a tube. Unfortunately, I can't really make a transparent material. At least I don't remember how to. Anyways, you'd think it would just be turning down the alpha, but no. Can't be simple. Alright, so let's give it a slight bluish color. Alright, but yeah, so it'll be inside the tube, and then this part will probably be like embedded in the ground slightly. Yes, this is going to be an actual game of some sort. Do we pick the music? No. I have just some royalty-free, just lo-fi beat stuff going on in the background because if I didn't, I'd get a copyright claim, and I'm not really a fan of that. What did I plan for gameplay? So the plan for gameplay is going to be, at least the minimal thing I need to have for gameplay is the ability to shoot 2 different types of ray from the ray guns. One for freezing, one for, like, destroying. You're going to want to shoot the aliens with the freeze ray so that you can run over and get, like, a DNA sample. And then there's going to be the destroying ray for the robots, which are going to be trying to stop you from saving the alien species of the planet. There's going to be a time limit. When the time limit is up, the planet blows up, so you have to get back to your pod and then shoot back up to your ship, along with any DNA samples that you can get to try and save the species of the planet. Because, I don't know, the robots have, like, set up a bomb or something inside the core of the planet that goes off in 5 minutes. So, it should be interesting. I'm gonna have to make a lot of little, like, alien creatures, which I think could be quite a lot of fun. Just like, you know, old school, like, aliens, just really, like, just silly things that, like, could potentially just be a person in a costume. Like, that's sort of the stuff I want to, like, make, is something that looks like, that's a guy in a costume, isn't it? So you massacre them to save them. No, you, since you're not able to stop the bomb from exploding for whatever reason, I'll write it into the story. Since you can't stop the bomb from exploding, you just have to save the species by getting DNA, so then you can, you know, recreate them on another planet somewhere else, sort of thing. And it's too dangerous to go and, like, get the actual species. This isn't a Noah's Ark thing. But yeah, sounds like it would be interesting, right? The theme is destruction, so I think with having the whole planet blow up, I think that's pretty destruction-y. That is something I could work on. I could work on a planetoid at this point. We do that real quick and get something cool going. That's probably going to be a bit difficult, though. How many do I want? Probably 150, maybe? And then let's make it big! Bigger! Humongous! I mean, it doesn't actually need to be huge, in all honesty. Whoops, I actually made that. Okay. So it doesn't actually need to be this size, since this is probably going to only be used for the, like, planet blowing up scene at the end, because I think it's going to be you're running around on, like, a plane or whatever, since if it's a planet, if it's a big enough planet to support life, there needs to be enough gravity. So it would need to be big enough for there to actually have the right gravity, right? Otherwise everything just floats away and you don't have an atmosphere or whatever. So you wouldn't be able to see the like the curvature of the planet, because the planet would have to be too big. It would have to be, you know, Mars or Earth size. So you're not going to be able to see the curvature, so I can just get away with like a plane, just like a flat plane for you to run around on. But then for like a end cutscene, there'll be this planet. No, you're not going to be hurting the aliens at all. You freeze ray, you know, little syringe, take a little sample of their blood, and then you can unfreeze them and then like be on your way, sort of thing. So you don't have to hurt them at all. It's much more similar to like a veterinarian doing a sample of like a dangerous animal, right? Like, that makes sense. I'm a good person. You trying to make me seem like a bad person. How dare. I have no clue what I'm doing with this planet though. It's probably honestly gonna not be something that I want to do this way. I probably want to do it with some sort of, what is it? Not rendering, not animation, shading. Yes, probably something I want to do within this, with like normal maps and stuff. Here, let's see what we can do. I'm not good with this sort of thing, but I've done a tiny bit, and I might be able to get something that could at least be interesting for us. So let's just see. So let's get a noise texture, and let's put the color of the noise. Oh wait, we also need a normal map. Put the color of that into there, and put that into normal. Okay, so there we go. That's already deforming it a little bit. It's a start. That wasn't a Death Star. How dare! You're going to be the first one to blow up. What? Oh dear. Okay, so let's just see what we can do with this. There's the distortion. That's always fun. Make it like a greenish, like a yellowish green. Be a little darker. It's not really looking like a planet at the moment, is it? I told you this isn't my thing that I normally do. I'm primarily just messing about with this at the moment. That says translucent. Oh. Yeah, I figured there would probably be something for that. A texture, noise texture, point density. Wave texture, gamma, bump, displacement. Sure, let's throw in a displacement and just throw that into the scale. See what happens. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Take that away. Let's duplicate this and stick that into vector. What happens then? Ooh, that's kind of fun. It looks more like just a fancy looking marble than anything. And Darth Mews strikes back. Oh no. Hey, Flying Toaster, how you doing? Welcome. Let's add it into there. It's too shiny at the moment. Oh, we can make it metallic though. So let's take that away. Let's make it more raw. Subsurface color. Let's maybe try a blue. No, how do I... Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. Just kind of messing about with this thing. Let's see. Oh, these guys are just wrapping a... I looked up a tutorial on Google, okay? Sue me. They're just wrapping a texture around the planet here. Let's see. Okay, no, here we go. Here's... I'm using... Where are the equals texture coordinates bump. Let's try bump. Let's try bump into the thing. A bump right there. Let's see. Remove the normal. Attach that to normal. Let's see what we get. We also do need some. That looks the same as it did, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Yes! There we go. That looks more like a planet, right? We're getting places. We're getting places. Oh, that looks weird. So that's normal map, and we got our two noise things here. Let's go. Oh, that's so like creepy. I don't know how I feel about that. That looks strange. Yes. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not really perfect either, let's be honest here. But it is the start of something. I'm sure I could find a thing on how to do this and actually get something that looks a little more like a planet. If I do, I am actually gonna probably, yeah, I am gonna end the stream here. Here, I'll add in the display capture. There we go. Just zoom in on the planet. Oh, whatever this is. But yeah, so I'll be working on this over the next few days and everything like that. I've got, as you guys know, where's the one? Here it is. We've got 8 days, 3 hours, 50 minutes, and 0 seconds to complete the game and upload it to the site for judging and whatnot. It says currently there are 13 people in the jam. We might get more along the way, but should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. I'll post a picture when I actually get this looking more like a planet. I'll post a picture of it in the Discord so that you guys can see. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on how stuff goes. There will very likely be at least one more stream of this. The prize, I tend not to look at them, but let's see here. Use the theme required. Online assets are okay. Oh, online assets are okay. Cool. Game must be free to play. Indeed, it will be. Be respectful and nice. Jam soloers squad up. Submit something and always have fun. It seems like there might not be. Oh wait. I think the prize is that your game will be featured on the Untitled Games Hall of Fame. I think that's what the prize is. I'm not really worried about that. This is more just a fun thing to do to make a game in a few days. Yeah. If you end the stream, good night. Good night. Have a good one, everybody. I hope you had some fun. I hope it was interesting. Like I said, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. And yeah. Take care. Bye.